We are fortunate this evening to be collaborating with Northside Christian Church. Let's all of us give a warm welcome to Jan Phillips. Jan.
Well, hello, Omaha. What a thrill to be here. We're going to be using the arts tonight in order to reconnect the brain and the heart. The arts, I think, do it better than anything else. So it's my hope tonight that we have a consciousness-raising experience together that fills us with joy for what happens to us when we come together for events like this. Our creativity is a really essential part of our spirituality, and that I'm really thrilled, first off, that two different churches have come together in order to make this happen. I have wanted this for years, and I always suggested, and for years and years, people always say, oh, the churches don't talk to each other in this town. The churches don't get along in this town. And it has broken my heart. And when I heard that the disciples in the Unity Church, were coming together to make this happen, I have hope again. I have hope again, because this is what I would think Jesus would be all about. So thank you for being the first ones in my experience to really make it happen. There's always people in the audience that say, oh, I'm not creative. I can't draw a straight line. Like there's some relationship between straight lines and creativity, right? So I'm really opening up the definition of creativity here so that we begin to think a little bit more differently. When I was in the process of writing The Art of Original Thinking, I came across this research that the HeartMath Institute, which studies consciousness, did they work a lot with Buddhist monks, because Buddhist monks are trained to be familiar and comfortable getting into different emotional states. They have a great deal they know how to manage their emotions from all their meditative experience. And so the experiment was designed to see what's the effect or the influence of our emotions on our DNA. And our DNA strands, as you know, kind of look like the crooked ladder, remember? So if you think of DNA as your genetic blueprint, your instructions from divine mind or supreme intelligence, it's first and primary communication with your human body, then of course you would want to have that information most readily available to you. So if you think of your DNA strands as kind of like a scroll, that you would want to have that scroll opened up in order to be able to have your body access that information. So what they were doing is to see what emotions cause our DNA strands to be most relaxed and unwound. So just like on CSI, they take the swab of DNA out of the cheek of the monk, and then they put the DNA into the petri dish, and they look at it through an electron microscope, which can see in the subatomic realm. So what happens is they have the monk get in a state of anger and agitation, which I could do right now if I invited you to go there, but I'm not, right? So the monks just got themselves in an agitated state, and what they noticed as they looked through the microscope was in that mode that caused the DNA strands to get all coiled up tightly, all wound up tight. So then they said, okay, get in a state of love. So the monks got in their state of love and practicing love, and so the DNA strands begin to relax and unwind. They have them get in a state of compassion. They relax even more fully. But there was one particular state that caused the DNA to become most unwound, most relaxed, so that the body could really be accessing the most information from their genetic blueprint. What is that emotion or that state of being? I'm sure some of you know, just shout it out. No? Gratitude. It's a state of gratitude or appreciation. So if you imagine you're connected to divine mind, like there really is an umbilical cord. There's some serious connection between the creative fire, the creative source, and us. And that connection can be expanded through a conscious choice of being in a state of appreciation. Then you would think that would be a very good practice. That's why some people have their gratitude journals you've heard of, right? It's like going from dial-up to cable modem, right? So all that we receive from the creative source is hugely expanded and amplified because we are opening up our channels. A conscious choice of being in a state of appreciation through gratitude. Conscious choice of being in a state of appreciation.